Call Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah by Hashem Rakah Wadash. Alright, man, that's who this world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ in the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. First I like to give double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone who rule well and teach real well. And I also like to give a shout out to the head of the Men Israel camp, the brother the Ak Kazak, who I also teach under out here in Greenville, South Carolina. I also like to give a shout out to the Akim across the four corners of the earth that's out here pushing and teaching this truth and sincerity, the 100% truth. And then to the very few Akwaf that believe, man, to y'all I like to say Shalom. It's your brother Debak, part of the Men of Israel camp, coming back with another exhortation and lesson, dealing with a little bit of a little bit of prophecy, going into how as you can see by the title, separated for a reason. I think that's what I'm gonna name it. But going into the prophecy of how Jacob and Esau were separated, and that's how it's been from the beginning. And I'm tying that into I'm tired of people saying, why can't we come together, like all nations come together and be one and try to overcome whatever bullshit they got going on. But we're not supposed to come together, man. We're not supposed to come together with you heathens, with you Edomites, man. We're not supposed to come together with you other nations. And I'm talking about the nation of Israel, man. The nation of Israel is not supposed to be joined with any of y'all, man. And that's why, I'm going to bring out, that's why we were separated from the beginning, man. That's why we were separated from the beginning. And that's a prophecy that has happened way back when Jacob and Esau was born. And it's going on to this day, man. Right? Without too much more to say, I'm going to go and dive right into the scriptures. This Genesis 25. I'm going to start at 23, right? And it says, and Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, right? So those 2 nations are you so-called Edomites, and the other nation is Israel, right? So you so-called white people, and then is one nation. Then the other nation is you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, right? Those are the 2 nations that are in thy womb, man, right? So check it out, all right? And continuing on verse 23, and 2 manners of people shall be separated from thy bowels, shall be separated from thy bowel, right? And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay, let me go back up and let me break it down as I go. Salakim. I'm gonna go back up. And two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowel. Right. So if it's already not even, way back from the way back when of the in the Genesis, man. And it says, Yahweh Shema Shah telling her, you have 2 nations that are supposed to be separated. And so that already cuts the point of why can't we come together? Because we're not meant to come together. Yahweh Shema Shah didn't want us to be together. We're supposed to be separated, which we are, So that coming together, trying to make the world better, BS, niggas need to go on with that, man. You Edomites need to go on with that. Talking about we're stronger if we're together. Man, no, Israel is stronger when we're together. Not you fucking devils, man. We're supposed to be separated, and that's how it's been. That's how it's going to be. Separated, right? All the way from the way back when. Before, Jacob and Esau was even born, right? Right? And then it says, and one people shall be stronger than the other people. Who is stronger than the other? Nigga, in every sport, there is, man. Every contest, it's a Jake that's winning it. Basketball, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, football. You got you can even go back to the old times, man. It was nothing but Jakes at the top, man, at the top of the charts. At every position, real talk, right? Go to golf. Tiger Woods holding that down, You got some piece of Israel You know, you got some piece of Israel, either Jake or Zion, at the top of every sport, man. Tennis, Serena and Venus, man. But it's Serena Williams though. You know, we're stronger, bro. We're stronger than them. We're more. You know what I mean? Our nation is much stronger and better than Esau. Period. Right? All right, at the end of 23, and the elder shall serve the younger, right? And that's what's going to, that prophecy has not come to pass yet. That prophecy has not come to pass yet. That is when, you know, it's our turn being Israel, our turn to get our in the kingdom, man. When Yahweh Shah's turn, that's when that's going to be fulfilled, you know, where the elder is going to serve the younger, right? Let me get a quick precept. Quick little second Esdras 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So that lets you know right there. On the next side, it's going to be Jacob. That's going to, you know, the nation of Israel, you know, is going to be the one that follow. We're going to be the rulers over that, you know. Israel's going to be on top, you know. And Esau is going to serve us. And the other heathen nations are going to serve us in that time, man. You know, just a quick precept to tie that in real quick. But back to Genesis 2:5. Oh, Salakia. All right, let me keep going. All right. And verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Right? 25. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. Right? The so-called white man. Right? 26. And after that came out Salakim. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac were 60 years old when she bare them. And then I'm gonna stop right here at 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. That's still separate, right? We don't, a so-called Israel, not Salakim, not a so-called, but Israel, man, we don't do the same shit Esau do, man. We separate from them. We like to be over here chilling in the tents, cooling. You know, Esau love to do all the, you know what I mean, hunting and all the et cetera, man. That's Esau. So that still leads to the point, man, we're separate. We don't do the same shit they do, bro. That still shows you we're separate from Esau, man. We don't do that. You know, now you got some, now what I like to call it, like some of you Issa Jakes, you know, that's in that Stockholm syndrome still. Some of y'all love to, you know, kiss Esau ass and do that. But that's due to, you know, slavery, being in bondage, you know, Stockholm and whatnot. But boom. But still, overall, Israel does not do what Esau do, man. That's a fact. We don't, man. We don't. And that's the point that I'm making, man. There's no possible way that we can all come together and be stronger when we don't even do the same shit. What's that precept, man? Can two walk together unless they agree, or Salakia, man. Oh, man. I can't even think of where that precept is at. Got to be two more careful. Salakia, man. But that's the precept. I'm going to roughly paraphrase the best of my ability. You know, can two walk, I think can two walk together, you know, unless they don't agree. Like, basically what the precept is saying, like, how can two people walk together and they don't agree with each other? It's not going to work. Roughly paraphrasing. Goodness, man, if I can find a precept, I'll insert the clip at the end of the precept that I'm talking about. But come on, man, we're not gonna work, man. That's not ever gonna happen, you know, for us to join, to all come together. We're separate for a reason, man. The stuff Israel do, these other heathen nations don't do. the stuff these other heathen nations don't do, Esau don't do. We're separate, right? For a reason. Right? I'm gonna get let me go back. Matter of fact, let me go back a little further. Genesis 10. Right here. Genesis 10:31, right? These are the sons of Shem after their families, after their tongues, in their land after their nation. Verse 32. These are the families of the sons of Noah after their generation in their nation, and by these, Salakim, and by, y'all said that right, and by these were two nations divided in the earth after the flood. So right now what's going on is, the flood happened, whatever, whatnot, and this is after the flood. And, Noah's sons were, like replenishing the earth, whatever, whatnot, but this is what's going on. This is what it's saying. And when it came time for everybody to come back after that flood, and these were the nations divided in the earth, right? Divided, still separate, still not together, still not together. And that's the point. We were never together. So why would we be together? You know what I mean? We were never together. So why would we try to come together now? That shit is not going to work. That shit's not going to work, man. And I'm not joining hand to hand with y'all motherfuckers. I'm going to keep it a stack. That's just being real, That's just being real, man. Like I said, like I said earlier, we don't do this. We don't even do the same stuff that the other nations do, man. So if we don't even do what they do, how are we going to come together? Make it make sense, man. We're separate for a reason, And this was prophecy to happen. We're not going to be together. We're going to be separate. Jacob and Esau are not going to join. Are not going to be together. There's two completely different nations. Salakim. Two completely different nations, man. So how the hell you gonna want them whole nations to come together? So with the in the world, they want to come out here and be like, let's join together and stop the killing or man, cut the bullshit, man. That shit's not gonna work, man. That shit's not gonna happen because it's not meant to happen. It's not meant to happen. What was meant to happen was us to be separate. That's why when our kingdom comes, everybody's going to be separate. Y'all heathens gonna be over here. You know what I mean? Esau, everybody's still gonna be in slavery. Don't get it wrong. Not Israel, but the other nations. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. But y'all still be separate. Here. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Man. But that's the point being made, man. But Yahweh Ratazad, this video is edifying. The brothers and sisters out here, the Akim and Akwaf can get and these heathens out here can, or whoever watches the video can get a better understanding of, man, we're separate for a reason, man. We're not going to join hand to hand with these people, man, with these other nations, man. It's not going to happen. All right. But, man, but with that, like I said, Yahweh Ratazad, the video is edifying. Brothers can take from it and pull from the video, But with that, man, I'm going to go ahead and end it, man. Call Allah Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakach Wadash, man. Ooh, Salakim. Yeah, man, but continue to push the faith, man. Continue to keep the faith, man. And continue to push, man. Shalom.